Hey guys,
What's up?
Book Slots.
What's up, book sluts? Well, I mean, we're book sluts, but you're book sluts too.
Is this actually our intro?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Today we're reviewing the Colleen Hoover books we read.
These are the ones that we all read. There's two of us. We don't have that many friends. The two of us both read so that we can all both give our inputs, I guess, opinions.
Give our,
So
reviewing them.
we're going to start with It Ends With Us, which is probably one of a bigger Colleen Hoover book. Most people know about. It's being turned into a movie, which we're both so excited about. We might...
Blake Lively's in it.
We might, spoiler alert, vlog that experience, hopefully. We'll see. We're going to go see.
When does it come out? I think they pushed back the release date. No, I think they pushed it back.
Again?
I can look it up.
We'll figure it out for you guys, but yeah, we're going to be talking about this one. This is hers. This is the special edition, and it's really pretty.
Okay, yeah, it is June 21st.
Yes, it comes out
I think
June.
It was like No,
originally it was like the beginning of the year.
Yeah, like February or something.
It's really pretty. Like, it has like the signature. I'm showing them the really pretty special edition book. And like the inside even is so pretty.
It says, when will it stream on Netflix? Given Sony's streaming contract with Netflix, It Ends With Us is expected to hit the streaming platform by late 2024.
You told me I get to watch it on Netflix? Are you kidding?
Not when it first comes out.
Obviously.
But like later on this year.
We have to see it in theaters, obviously, and like give our opinion. But
can we go opening day?
Yes.
You think they still do midnight showings?
Hopefully.
I'd fall asleep. Who are we kidding?
But yeah, so we're going to talk about this book. What did you rate this book? I rated this book a 4 stars. You rated it 5?
I did.
I rated it 4 just because compared to other books, I feel like this one's more of like a 4.5 for me, but since it's not a full 5, I'm on Goodreads, I have it down to a 4.
I feel like this book got me into reading again.
Yeah, it was definitely a really good book, don't get me wrong. I would definitely recommend it. Basically, this book follows Lily, and it's kind of hard to explain. I feel like there's so much going on in this book. So, Lily... What is Lily? what even is Lily?
Lily opens up her own floral shop.
Yeah, that eventually happens. But in the beginning, she meets this guy, Ryle, on a rooftop. Isn't it like some party or something?
I think she just got out of a funeral.
Oh yeah, so her dad just died.
Yeah. Her
dad dies. She comes out of his funeral. She's kind of in this bad situation because she doesn't know how to feel about it. Her dad was pretty much a piece of shit. He was like, wasn't he like abusive to her mom?
Yeah.
When she was growing up.
But he always stopped when she walked into the room.
Yeah. So he wasn't really abusive towards her. More of like, I guess, in a mental way. But he was physically abusive towards her mom. And growing up, her life wasn't always the greatest. And she didn't have a great relationship with her dad. So I guess she doesn't really know how to feel about this whole death or whatever. But she meets Ryle. They kind of click right away.
He's
honestly.
Abusing a chair, okay, guys? Yeah. You can't forget that part.
He literally is like throwing a chair for some reason. He starts asking her weird questions. Like, when did he ask her? He was like, it was something about like shooting your brother, or like what happens if you accidentally shoot your brother or something like that. I don't remember. But basically,
I read this book like last year.
I know. I don't remember this much.
Or did I read it in 2022?
No, we read it, remember, exactly a year ago.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We both read it around the same time, exactly like a year ago in like February or like January.
Yeah, so it was early last year. I don't remember like the question.
I know. Exactly. I have the worst memory. But basically, the book starts off her relationship. She's starting to fall for Ryle, and quickly into her relationship, she realizes that he is not who she always thought he was. He's kind of showing his true colors. He's a walking red flag. He's kind of becoming abusive towards her. And also this book switches back and forth between the past and the present. And in the past we see, what Lily's life was as like a child, and you meet Atlas, and basically like they're, I guess, around the same age. He lives in the house, or he's kind of just camping out in the house behind her.
Yeah, because he's homeless.
So he's like
a squatter in the house behind.
Because his family is also a whole thing that you learn about. His home life, not great at all. So he kind of just is homeless, the homeless kid. And Lily finds out about him. She meets him, and basically in the past she just kind of sneaks him clothes and food and stuff like that. And they kind of like grow a bond, the two of them, when they're young. But
they bond and watch Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah.
The Ellen Show or something like that?
I don't know. And they have like that stupid saying or whatever. Like they just keep swimming, or
because of Dory, or
I don't know. But yeah. So
then she gets hurt.
Basically, yeah.
She's opening up her flower shop. She falls and hurts her ankle or something. Yeah, she like was standing on a box or something, and she like falls off. What's her name?
The friend? Oh my god, what's her name? Oh my god.
The rich girl.
The rich girl.
Her boyfriend and
Alyssa.
We're really bad at this.
I know, because we read this like a year ago, and we both have horrible memories, so just bear with us, okay?
Just wait until we get to Ugly Love. I got this covered. It's my favorite book.
Yeah, basically she learns Ryle is an abusive piece of shit. When did she meet Atlas again? Atlas, we learn, like, he has become kind of successful.
He owns Bibs, and it stands for Best in Boston.
Which is basically his own restaurant he owns, which is slay for him.
Yeah.
You know, chef.
Big slay.
We love chefs. I was going to say that, stop. But, I don't know, this book, how does it leave off? Oh yeah, so Lily, she keeps getting hurt by Ryle, and she kind of, or she'll see like him get triggered and start yelling at her. She just kind of like, in the beginning, kind of ignores all these signs and stuff of what's happening, and then she eventually just kind of, I guess, starts to realize like all the red flags, and she finds out she's pregnant, right? And she goes to Atlas's house, and because he told her, because this is after he hurt her. Isn't that after she fell down like the stairs? He pushed her down the stairs. Do you remember this? We're so bad at this. I'm pretty sure they got like into a fight, and he like kind of pushed her down the stairs.
No, I think you're right.
And Atlas gave her his number and told her to call her anytime that she needed. And so she calls him, I think, and she goes to his house or whatever. And she's just crying to him.
Doesn't she stay there for like a night or two?
I think so.
And then she finally is like, okay, I'm gonna go back to him.
Yeah.
And then she goes back to him, and like he like begs for forgiveness or something. And then she's like, didn't she take him back? Yeah. They end up married, so.
Yeah, they end up getting married. She has the kid, and then
Emerson.
Yeah, the girl's name Emerson. And then she realizes when she gives birth, like with Ryle, she's like, what would you do if you found out that our daughter was getting hurt by her significant other or whatever? And Ryle just is like, I would not want her to be in that relationship. And I guess that's kind of when they both learn that they shouldn't be together. Or I guess Lily more learns that she shouldn't be with him. And for her daughter's sake and everything, she doesn't want to be unhappy, and she thinks it's for the better. So they get divorced. And then basically we just realize that they got to figure out how to co-parent. And
that leads into It Starts With Us.
Yes. So that's the next book. This is the sequel to It Ends With Us. Basically, this book is more about, first of all, Lily learning how to co-parent with Ryle. It's about Lily and Atlas kind of getting their like second chance at love or whatever, like as they're adults. We learn a lot about Atlas and like his kind of friend group. We learn a lot about his past. And we learned that Atlas has a brother. I guess I think it's a half brother named Josh. So we learn a lot in this book. I don't really know how to start. I'm really bad at like talking about the whole plot because I kind of just throw everything at once.
Well, it's not really supposed to be like us summarizing it, more as like reviewing it.
Yeah.
But
talking about what happened, also spoiling it in a way.
So like basically, don't come for us because we're bad at this.
Yeah.
We're not trying to give you a summary of everything that happened. We're trying to like remember what happened and like.
Yeah, we're trying to remember for ourselves. But you're just here for the entertainment purposes.
Yeah. So don't leave comments saying, like, what are you doing?
For real. But yeah.
I've seen that happen on other people's. And I'm like,
I love the end of this book because I'm kind of just skipping, but...
And Ryle is jealous through this whole thing, and he doesn't want her to be with
Atlas. Yeah. But she, in the end, kind of has a conversation with him and giving her all these, like, ultimatums and, like, saying he has to do anger management. He can't do unsupervised visits with Emerson, their daughter, anymore. They all have to be supervised. Basically all this stuff. And he has to agree with it. And she even sits him down with his sister and his best friend, who is her sister's husband.
Yeah.
And they agree with Lily. And basically Lily, 5 months later in the book, it'll tell you, like, she ends up deciding to live with Atlas, finally, because that's what she said, because she's a bitch and she wants to take it slow. I get it, but I don't get it, because why the fuck wouldn't you want to live with Atlas? He's literally a king, but whatever. And the ending is just so cute. Like, it ends with, you know, Atlas kind of takes in Josh, because Josh doesn't really have a great relationship with his mom, and his relationship with his dad is non-existent. His dad doesn't give a fuck about Josh, and Josh kind of realizes that. So they become kind of a little family, you know, Lily, Atlas, Josh, and Emerson, and that's kind of where it ends. And I think it's called
They Get
Starts
Married?
With Us. I don't remember.
They do.
I think so, but basically, it starts with us because it's like a new beginning with Lily and Atlas, you know.
So, what would you rate both these books?
Honestly, I would rate, if we're going like point scale, I would rate them both like a 4.5 probably.
I think it ends with us a 5, because, like I said, it got me back into reading, and I don't know, it's just like, I love it a lot, because some of the music I listen to, like, I could also, like, relate to it, and it makes it, like, more exciting.
Yeah, I love when that happens.
And, like, this one, I'd probably give, like, a 4.5 too. Like, I don't know, there's something about sequels that I just, like, can never give it a full 5 stars or whatever.
Really?
You know? Yeah. I feel like the first books are always better.
See, sometimes I feel like the next books are always better. I feel like when it's more of, like, a bigger series,
I feel like a lot more drama happened in this one that I enjoyed more than I did this one. So I have to go this one first and then this one.
This one's a lot of, like, drama. This one's just a lot of, like I guess, like realizing how to live and, and also kind of cute and happy ending. Yeah. But, yeah. All right. So, next, you want to do the honor? This is her literal favorite book.
This is my favorite book that I've read. Sarah got me into it because one of her coworkers told her to read it.
Yeah, shout out to, like, I don't know if I should name her.
I don't know her name, so.
Shout out to her. You know who you are if you watch this. I really hope you don't, though, because I don't want anyone that I know to watch this.
You say her first name, nobody will know.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jen.
Yeah, Jen.
You're a real one.
You're a real one.
But yeah, this book was honestly my favorite Colleen Hoover book because it was just, it was so good and it really pulls at your heartstrings. You do most of the talking on this one. I feel like I keep doing all the talking.
It's because you remember those ones better.
No, I do actually now remember a lot that happened in this book. But yeah, I do remember those better.
The main character's name is Tate. She is moving in with her brother. I don't remember the reason why. I think she did get a job there. Do you remember why?
I don't remember why. I think because she's moving and she's getting a job or something, or school or something. I don't remember.
She has a job. She's a nurse.
I think so.
I don't remember all of you.
Isn't she going to nursing school?
I think so.
Something like that. I don't know. She moves.
She moves in with her brother, who's a pilot. The first time she moves and walks into the apartment, there's this guy sleeping in the doorway, and she's like, "What the hell?" And then she calls her brother, and she's like, "There's a man sleeping in your doorway," and she can't get in because he's just sitting there. So she like wakes him up, and he's like drunk and like sad, but they don't tell you why until like the ending of the book.
Yeah.
Basically, he's the neighbor across the hall, and he used to be in this relationship with a girl named Rachel. Should I just go for it?
Yeah. The book switches back and forth between Miles' past with Rachel and then, like, the present.
So basically, he was with a girl named Rachel. They had a baby together, and then they lost the baby. And so he can't find himself, well, he can't bring himself to love Tate. But they start sleeping together and have, like, meaningless sex.
Like that no strings attached kind of thing, where
but
they try to do it.
They can't let Corbin know. Corbin's her brother.
Yeah.
And
because Miles and Corbin are friends because they're both pilots. They're both pilots and they're best friends. So it's like best friends brother situation.
That's my favorite trope.
Yes.
It is.
It is a really good trope. I love that one.
I think that's why my favorite book is this one because I love that. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, so he can't bring himself to fall in love with her. He keeps hurting her, and she's not supposed to be getting hurt because there's supposed to be no strings attached. But she keeps ending up heartbroken, so he calls it off. And so...
Because she wants a relationship with him,
yeah.
and he doesn't. He doesn't want to get into a relationship. He doesn't want to fall in love. All that shebang.
And then, oh my god, my favorite part of this book... What is that guy's name? The creepy one. You know who I'm talking about?
Like, one of the friends that...
But it's not their friend. They don't like him.
But he just watches...
cheats on his wife and stuff.
So they watch football with this group of guys, like, every week or whatever. Like, once a week, I guess.
What's his name, though?
I don't remember. I know who you're talking about, though. But they watch football with this group of guys, and this guy's an asshole. He always tries to hit on Tate or whatever. He's just such an ass. Isn't he married, but he always cheats on his wife.
And
he sleeps around.
Basically, he was, like, hitting on Tate, and she was, like, not having it. And she was upset because she didn't see Miles. But all of a sudden, she like, feels somebody come up behind her, and she thinks it's Miles. But it's not. It's... I don't know his name. I'm trying to look for it.
Because he's so relevant, though. Why do we hear about him?
It's Dylan.
Dylan, I think.
Dylan. I should have known that. Anyway.
I knew it was a C or D.
I should have known it was Dylan. Anyway, so Dylan comes up behind her and she's like, thinks it's Miles, so she turns around with a smile on her face. So he thinks that she's leading him on. Yeah. But then Miles appears in the doorway. Oh and he like stops it.
Oh my god, it's just one of those scenes where it like literally makes you melt
so much.
And you're like, yes!
Because he's like, so jealous.
Literally. And you could tell, like, it just, I love that scene so much.
And then later on in the book, he goes to Rachel and, like, he finally sits down and talks to her. Yeah. And he's like, I like this girl, but I can't move on. But she's moved on with the man, and she's, like, married and has a kid. She has a daughter now. She let him see the daughter. And then he felt like it was okay to move on because she said it was. So then they're broken up at this point. Like, they're not talking. He goes to her apartment because she moved out. She's not living with Corbin anymore. She found her own place. So basically, he goes to her place and he's sleeping in the doorway again. Like, he's been waiting for her to get home for so long because she's at work. And he's sleeping in the doorway. So she, like, kicks him awake again. And he goes in the apartment. He's like, I have to pee really bad. And he comes out and he's like, I missed you. And she's like, what? Like, say that again. I loved that. And then he's like, I missed you. And then he was like, I'm in love with you. Like, I didn't just fall in love with you. I flew in love with you. And it's just so cute.
Oh my god.
This is my favorite book ever. And I recommend it to everybody.
I want to reread it.
Me too. I want to reread it so
like,
badly.
I have so many books that I have to read. That book,
for real.
I rated that one 5 stars. Easily 5 stars.
If I could have rated it 10, I would have.
I'm pretty sure I flew through that book.
No,
no pun intended.
It was such a good book.
Like, it really was. I read it. I think I, like, was easily...
I couldn't put it down. I would read it all night.
Yeah. With Colleen Hoover, like, her books are... I feel like they're just so... Since they're, like, cute little romances, like, they're just so easy to get through. Like, I could just fly through them in one night and, like, just binge read it all at once. Because they're easy, you know, and they flow. I borrowed your copy. And I remember this because I walked outside to give it back because we're neighbors. I don't know if I should say that, but I just did. I don't care. We're that's how we know each other, basically. You'll find out. I've known her since she was in the womb. Maybe we'll get a little backstory video. You never know. We'll see. I walked out. I met her on her driveway. I was giving her this book back. She was giving me an icebreaker, and I was like not letting go of it. Do you remember that? Yes. And you were like, "You need to move on." I was like, "I don't want to. I want to reread this."
And then I went and bought my own copy. Because I was like, I need to reread this. And I never reread it because I needed to move on. But I highly recommend this to everyone I know. Nobody reads it because nobody takes my word for anything. Except for Olivia. She read it. She didn't like it.
That's crazy to me.
She said it wasn't the worst book, but I don't know. This is my favorite book ever.
Honestly, I don't understand. I mean, these are the only Colleen Hoover books that I've read. Have you read any other ones?
No, but I have a lot of them.
You have a lot of them.
I think I own Regretting You, Reminders of Him, November 9th, Maybe Someday.
Yeah, I know. My sister has read Verity.
I have that book.
But
it's not my copy. I have Erin's.
I feel like we should take the time to say, like, why? What is the hate? Like,
yeah, why does somebody hate on these books? Like, they buy them just to burn them or whatever?
That's crazy to me. Like, I think
books are not cheap.
People just hate on her just because it's trendy. Like, it's like Taylor Swift. Like, people just want to hate because other people are hating and it's a trend.
I love Colleen Hoover, though.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to read every one of her books. I really need to read the other ones that I have, though, but...
Oh my god, I should have changed into my Lily Blooms crew neck for this video.
I should have changed into my shirt.
Oh well.
The movie vlog.
Yes! Oh my god, okay. Anyways, so yeah.
So this was our book. I just realized, wait, you're gonna wear your crew neck in the middle of June, was it?
Oh god, no. I mean, it's a movie theater.
Theaters are cold, though.
So usually they're cold. So hopefully it'll be fine. Whatever, we'll figure it out. But yeah. This is our Colleen Hoover book review summary.
We are big Colleen Hoover fans, so don't hate on her.
We stand.
Yeah.
We think you should read these books.
Yeah.
If you were to read only one of them, we probably would both say that one because that one was really good. Mm-hmm. But this is getting turned into a movie, so if you're more of a person that likes watching movies, I know I would love for that.
Apparently, it did have a movie deal, but they're not going on through with it or something like that. And I'm like so offended by that because I want this so badly.
That would be such a good movie. I would literally love it so much. So yeah, we're definitely hopefully gonna give you a little vlog of when we go see the movie for this one. So in June, so that's a little while for now, but keep your
so you should subscribe.
Yes, subscribe for that because I think that's going to be interesting. I think we're going to have some interesting opinions on it, you know? Mm-hmm. As, you know, a lot of interesting opinions are already coming out based off of just the pictures that people are seeing, but...
I'm not a big fan of all the costumes, but...
The costumes and some of the casting, but we could probably talk about that in...
a whole different video.
Yeah, that could be a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
These are
so subscribe, follow us on Book Talk, and our Goodreads will link them below.
All right. Peace out, sluts.
Bye.